here before, but I could not be more proud to be here in Arizona today. You know, George Orwell said, in a time of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. Well, at a time when our federal government seems to view Americans as the enemy, enforcing our laws is a revolutionary act. The fact that we even have to have this rally tells us something. We saw members of our government stand and applaud when the Mexican president on our soil condemned the people of this state. We saw the city of Los Angeles promoting a boycott against their fellow citizens in Arizona. We see our president, in a cynical ploy to pave the way for amnesty, say he's sending the National Guard to the border, even though they are specifically forbidden to do anything to enforce immigration laws. Are you going to be fooled? No! Are you going to put up with this? No! When have Americans ever stood up like this before? Americans are demonstrating around the country, and let's be clear, we're not doing anything radical, we're not doing anything extreme, we're simply petitioning peacefully for our government to fulfill its constitutional duties.
That's right!
And the reaction from the media and the political class has been fury at our impudence. Well, I say they had better get used to it.
That's right!
We do not have the luxury of resting after today. The stakes could not be higher. If they break us here in Arizona, they can break us anywhere, and we will lose our country. We cannot let this happen.
Right.
My group is called Youth for Western Civilization. We fight this battle on the most hostile battleground of all, the college campus. My friends and I have received smears from the media, more death threats than I can count, persecution from biased college administrators, but we are still growing stronger every single day. We have more than 15 chapters around the country. We're starting up chapters at double that. You can check us out at westernyouth.org. Last year, our honorary chairman, the great Tom Tancredo, spoke at the University of North Carolina. That speech was shut down by left-wing radicals throwing bricks. That is the reality of college campuses today. Wow. They thought they had defeated us. This year, we brought him back, and he was able to finish his speech this year. We are not going anywhere. The point here is that we have a huge advantage. Our adversaries are more vulnerable than they think. Americans have been far too passive in the past. We have let ourselves be ruled. We have submitted to that which we know is wrong. No longer. From the Tea Parties to Phoenix Rising, from every primary challenge to John McCain to every new YWC chapter that starts, Americans are finally standing up and realizing the power has been ours all along. What we have here is the beginning of a revolution. Not a movement of violence, of extremism, or hate, but a real American revolution. A return to the principles of the Founding Fathers that every patriot should hold sacred. Despite all the forces arranged against us, we can have this revolution anytime we want, simply by standing up. There's something you can do tonight at the Phoenix Wyndham on Adams Street at 9:30 p.m. Youth for Western Civilization will be hosting a reception with Congressman Tancredo. Activists are passing out flyers in the crowd, and I hope you find out more about it. But let's not be confused about the stakes. There is no more important issue than illegal immigration. A country can have its economy devastated, and still recover. You can lose a war and rebuild its strength. You can suffer incompetent governance, we are now, and produce new leadership. But you cannot balkanize and survive. You cannot be split apart by mass immigration and continue as the same country. If we lose this battle, we lose everything. Thank you for coming to this rally today, but it's not enough. Get involved with an organization like Numbers USA, form activist groups in your local community. If you're a student, start a YWC chapter, start a Tea Party group, support the groups that do exist. And the days after we won our independence, we used to boast to the Europeans, here, sir, the people rule. I think it's about time that people in Washington, D.C. learn that again. Thank you very much.